Let's be real, with the explosion of AI, that line between human and machine writing is getting blurrier every single day. Now, whether you're a student, a teacher, or a creator, the stakes are super high. You've got to know if the content you're dealing with is authentic. So today, we're going to dive into the top 5 free AI detectors for 2025, and we're going to rank them to find the absolute best tool for the job.
I mean, what a terrifying thought, right? You pour hours into crafting an essay, and then, bam, you get flagged by an algorithm. That fear of a false positive is totally real, and it's exactly why we're not just taking these tools at their word. In this explainer, we're going to look at what they claim versus how they actually perform, so we can figure out which ones you can truly trust. But to do that, first, we kind of need to understand how they think.
So before we get to the rankings, let's do a quick dive into the science behind all this. I mean, how do these things even begin to guess if a human or a machine wrote something? Well, it really just boils down to 2 key ideas. The first idea is something called perplexity, which you can basically think of as a surprisometer. See, AI models are trained to pick the most likely, most probable next word. And that makes the writing super smooth, but also really predictable. That predictability, that's what detectors measure as low perplexity.
And the second key signal is called burstiness. You know how we talk and write? We mix it up. We use short, punchy sentences. Then we use longer, more complex ones. That variation, that rhythm, that's burstiness. AI, on the other hand, tends to create sentences that are all kind of the same length and structure, which gives you a really monotonous, low burstiness text.
So here's the bottom line. These detectors are basically pattern-sniffing dogs. They're on the hunt for that combo of low perplexity and low burstiness. When they find it, they throw up a flag and say, hey, this looks like AI. That's the core difference they're looking for. Now that we've got that down, let's get to our countdown. Kicking off our list at number 5 and number 4, we've got 2 pretty different tools. One is all about speed and just getting a quick answer, while the other is more of a specialized assistant for a specific kind of person. Let's start with number 5.
Coming in at number 5 is Zero GPT. It's one of the most popular tools out there, and for good reason. It's incredibly fast, it's totally free, and you don't even have to sign up. It's a great choice for a quick, low-stakes check, but, and yeah, this is the big but, its performance and independent tests, well, it raises some serious red flags. So here's the reality check. In one test, a 100% human-written essay was fed to Zero GPT. The result? It was flagged as over 66% AI-generated. Yeah, 66%. That is a massive false positive, and it's the kind of mistake that can cause huge problems for students. It's a powerful reminder that free and fast doesn't always mean right. Now, our number 4 pick, Note GPT, offers something completely different. This thing isn't just a detector, it's a full-on AI learning assistant, which is awesome for students and researchers. Sure, it has an AI detector built in, but its real power isn't all the other stuff it does, like summarizing YouTube videos or generating mind maps. It's less about catching cheating and way more about helping you study smarter while staying on the right side of academic honesty.
All right, let's move up the list to the real heavy hitters. Our number 3 and number 2 picks are serious contenders in the AI detection world, but they come at the problem from very different angles, and, well, they get very different results. At number 3, we have Decopy AI. Now, this tool makes some incredibly bold claims. 99% accuracy, totally free with no login needed, and it even has a humanizer feature. I mean, on paper, it sounds perfect, right? But when you start digging into how it actually performs in user tests, a very different story comes out. Get this. In one critical test, Decopy AI's own detector was given a piece of 100% human writing, and the result? It flagged it with a 54% AI score. 54%! That's another huge false positive from a tool that's claiming to be almost perfect. It just shows there's a pretty big gap between the marketing and reality.
And what about that humanizer feature? Well, another test ran it through the gauntlet against 5 major detectors, and the verdict, as you can see in this quote, was pretty clear. The humanized text was flagged as 100% AI by every single one of them. So the key takeaway here is that while the tool is easy to use, its reliability is, well, it's highly questionable. Taking our number 2 spot is GPT Zero. This tool was developed at Princeton, and it's pretty much considered the gold standard, especially for schools and universities. Its whole philosophy is different. It's not trying to be the fastest, it's trying to be the most careful. It is laser-focused on having a super low false positive rate. We're talking under 5%, specifically to avoid wrongly accusing people. There's a reason universities trust it. It puts precision way ahead of speed.
And now, for our number one pick, the best free AI detector for 2025 isn't just a detector. No, it's a tool that combines really solid accuracy with features you'll actually find yourself using every day. It's the complete, practical package.
Our top choice for 2025 is HiPDF. So what makes it number one? Well, it's because it gets that AI detection is usually just one small step in a much bigger process. It gives you reliable detection inside a toolkit that's comprehensive and just incredibly useful. The real power of HiPDF comes from this awesome combo of features. First off, it's accurate. Tests show it does a great job of correctly identifying human-written work. But here's the kicker. It's part of this massive online PDF suite. So you can check a document for AI, and then right there you can edit the text, compress the file, or even use its Chat with PDF feature to ask questions about the content. On top of all that, it's got a strict privacy policy and deletes your files after an hour. It's accurate, it's versatile, and it's secure. So there you have it. We've ranked the top 5 tools from the kind of risky quick checkers to the all-in-one powerhouses. But the big question is, how should you actually use them? What's the right way to navigate this new AI world? Here are 3 simple rules to live by. First, think of these tools as a compass, not a judge. They give you a hint, an indication, not absolute proof. Second, if what you're working on is important, never, ever rely on just one tool. Cross-check your results. And third, and this is so important, always be aware of the risk of false positives. No detector is perfect. After digging into the science, the rankings, and the risks, we're left with one final, absolutely crucial question. In this age of algorithms, what is the ultimate tool for figuring out what's real and what's not? The answer is you. These tools are helpful for sure, but they are no substitute for your own judgment, your own context, and your own critical thinking. So use them wisely, but always trust your own mind above all else. That is, without a doubt, the most powerful detector you will ever have.